Okay, now I've just found out that in the previous lectures we've been using words private and public, right? But we don't really understand what private means and public means. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain what access modifiers are. So in any language or any programming language, let it be C++ or Python or Java, we have what we call access modifiers. And an access modifier helps you or determines the visibility of a variable. If we define int x as 20 from here, let's say 25, and we come in our main function, we try to access variable x, then this should raise an error, right? So we are saying non-static that member initializes only a variable with that, and the error is x was not declared in this scope, meaning we defined this x in class human, and outside class human we can't use this variable x because it is very private since we declared it inside class human, meaning this is very local to class human only. If you remember, we discussed local versus global variables. So this is a local variable to class human, only members inside class human can access this, right? So if we happen to execute this statement here and we comment out this, then still it shouldn't raise an error. So they're saying cout was not, cout does not name a type, right? We don't worry about that, we'll explain that after. So we can't directly see out here because there's no way we're going to access it inside the main functions, because whatever we do in here is printed in the main function. So cout is like making a declaration here, right? So let's come back to this. This is a private by default. Why? In object oriented we implement data encapsulation, that whatever we define inside is wrapped only inside that class and cannot be accessed by the outside world, meaning outside world we mean the main function, and let's say if we had any other function here, maybe the info. So all this from here to here becomes the outside world of this class human, right? So if we include the word public here, it means that this can be viewed by anyone, right? So if we say int add and it takes in int x and int y and it returns x plus y like this, so I'm gonna give int y is equal to 20 or 10, any value. So if we come here and we output, we create an object of that class human. I should change it maybe to numbers like that. This will be very convenient. So numbers, maybe I can call it number, this object, and then we try to output like numbers dot add, right, like this. Yeah, numbers dot add, or this number dot add. We should have something to output to the output, and then the spelling of the word return is very wrong, so numbers is wrong as well. Okay, then we need to pass parameters here, maybe 10 and 45 like that. So it gives us the addition of 10 and 45 as 55, right? So what we are doing here is that these two variables are private class numbers, meaning only members of this class can access these private variables. Okay, but anything inside the public of this class numbers can be accessed everywhere, even inside the main function, even our function info like this. Okay, so as long as anything is public, it means everyone in this program can access it. Okay, so everyone right from here at the top to the bottom can access this public section, but only all those inside this class can access the private section. Okay, just make it like you got the bank, you create an account number, and then you create your PIN. But next time you want to withdraw money or send money to another bank, so since your account and PIN are private to this bank, there must be some implementation or some function that will get another bank address and we send it money using this private banker address, right? So now you get that. So this is the meaning of private and then public. So there's also what we call protected. Okay, so instead of having it as private, we can call it protected, and then we can leave this. Okay, so if we run it again, they're saying non-static argument like that, and here something like that. We are getting an error once again, right? So protected, it means that even the class itself will access it, and then these ones will access it, but so they're saying expected this before int. So don't worry about that, I'll explain what this means. But for protected, it means we can access everything as well as view it inside the public. Okay, it works the same as private, except that private is more secure than protected. So that's the difference. Okay, then I think here, instead of initializing this to 0, you can just declare it like that, and don't initialize this as well. So this is how we call a function of return type. If it is void, there's no need for cout, since the void mostly has kind of cout in them, print, whatever. They are mostly used for information display, blah, blah. But this return type, they return a value. That's why we need the cout to display the value of that function. So now that you get the concept of private and public, in the next lecture we're going to demonstrate a more detailed example on classes about human being, and we see how we can come up with different human beings. For example, we have whites, we have Arabs, we have blacks, we have Asians and Europeans. So in the next class we'll be discussing the human class, and you'll see more detail about how we create classes and objects. So please follow me back if you're the first time viewer, and post all your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to give me a like, because those are the YouTube gifts. Thank you.